didn't work. Alright, whatever. Alright, we good to go?
We're good to go.
Alright. Imagine if there was a speed game. A speed run of the majesty to rival the gods themselves. Could such a thing really exist? It does. And here for you today we have Toy Story for the SNES. Settle down. You too could be able to speedrun this game. All you would need to do is buy the Toy Story for the SNES training course available right now for the low price of $99.95. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
This is the pinnacle of digital entertainment.
That is correct. Today we'll be showcasing the full breadth of what you can expect out of Toy Story for the SNES. This game will let you stand out from others with its frame-perfect 10-frame jump. Simply hold the jump button for 10 frames and be astounded as Woody jumps slightly higher, allowing you to reach up here, which I'm very surprised we got. I was expecting to sit there for like 2 minutes. All right, well, this is good. All right.
We're on world record pace. It's great.
Yeah. And another good thing about Toy Story for the SNES is that through these screen shows, you can just hold the button down. There's no mashing required. Perfect for those concerned about repetitive strain injury. Oh, we have some questions rolling in here from the folks at home. Laura from Sydney asks, why the SNES? I have the Genesis version and I heard it was faster. That's a great question, Laura. Uh-oh. Then we're going to have to wait for this guy, so we'll respond to this query right now. No, what are you, stupid? Toy Story for the Genesis is lacking. It tries to compensate with an extra level, faster load times, and audio in the credits? Like, who would want that? But without classic Toy Story features like claw skip and one-cycle buzz battle, I don't even think we could call it a true Toy Story video game. All right, you will notice that at the start of every stage, we don't start with full health. That's because Toy Story is, the perfect speed game, and it likes you to route your health across multiple stages. There are some ways to get your health back, and we'll cover those later, because, Toy Story is a just and loving speed game. So we, jumping off pits? No. You just come back. You take a little bit of damage, You have to pay the price, but not a problem. So this is quite a long level. So we're on the dangerous 1 health here. Hopefully we don't die. This is intended. All right, we're on the ball. Oh, in there. On the bed. I don't know how Buzz beat us. I mean, we played like perfectly, but whatever. All right. So, you don't have to just rely on the $99.95 training course. The game likes to give you auditory tutorials wherever possible. And in this one, Buzz likes to tell you, you don't want to be in the way when his laser goes off. And that's quite good advice. You do not want to be in the way when his laser goes off, because you're on 1 health, and you will die and have to start the whole stage over again. Yes. And this is the golden shower. You want to collect as many stars as possible.
It's okay, we're on to 7.
Now, some of you might be thinking, this is just a simple platformer. You would be deluded in thinking that. All right, Toy Story for the SNES is just getting started. This is the driving stage. You know, definitely a favorite from all those who play Toy Story for the SNES. It lets you put into practice all those things you learn about frictionless environments in physics at high school. As your car slides around every corner and responds to the slightest touch of the D-pad. Very responsive controls. Yeah, so the point of this stage is, you know, Woody, you know, Toy Story likes to follow the plot of the film, like, perfectly.
Unlike other games called True Lies.
Yeah, and this is the part where Woody uses RC to knock him off the desk so that Andy can't find him. What a level. So yeah, from the film, this is the part where the toys, you know, they see what you did to Buzz and they're not happy, so they're out for blood right now. And I only have 1 health, so it's a very perilous predicament right now. Oh yes, yeehaw! All right, let's go, Woody. Hello, Miss Potato Head. So yes, we play a lot of the stages on very low amounts of health because going through things is often a lot faster than not. Oh, we got under the coins there, which is very nice. So Rex is the only person who can be trusted. All right, all these other toys, you know, they could be, you know, on a top 10 anime betrayal video for sure. Yes. So, you know, I haven't really informed you on how to, but if you would like, you know, to sign up, all you would need to do, sign up for the training course, all you need to do is call 1-300 Toy Story for the SNES. That's 1-300 Toy Story for the SNES. And one of our qualified sales representatives will be able to take your call. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Yes, hello, Toy Story for the SNES. Yes, we can do that. Oh, you're a bus driver, you say? Well, that's very interesting. Oh, yes, let me transfer you now. Another satisfied customer. I'm sure that person will be very happy with his 1 week training course, and he too will be playing Toy Story for the SNES like a professional. So the way getting your health back works is if you collect enough of these stars that are lying around the place, if you collect more than 45 but less than 50, you will get health back. You pretty much never want to get 50 because that will give you a life, and lives aren't particularly useful in the speedrun. So I think I missed one, so I'll be up to like 4 health. Now we need to crank that volume. Turn it up. Hello? Alright. Alright, I'm going to concentrate. Here we go. Oh. This is like very tight audio cue. And I missed the first one. So we're winging it. Alright. So what happens is normally you'll put the tire around Buzz and then it will fly off the screen and he does this like spin to win thing. But yeah, getting this tire on him is like next to impossible. But we can just do it slowly, it's fine. Oh my god, where was the audio cue? Come on. Sometimes he just doesn't say anything. You gotta say your catchphrase, alright? Gotta get that branding in there. Alright, that was good. Alright, well we made it through, that's the important thing. Very easy to die if you don't hit the 1 cycle or the 2 cycle. So I'm only on 1 health here, and This stage is very, very challenging with 1 health. So I'll just be dying to get my health back. So, you know, Toy Story has a lot of variety. I think you've seen that, but I don't think you really understand the depth of variety this game has. So this is the stealth mission, where you you're in Pizza Planet, you're trying to avoid detection. I can't remember, it's been a while since I watched the movie. I think you want some pizza or something, I don't know. We skipped that star because, again, we only want 49, not 50. But later on the stage, you will see that there's a kid, I believe it's Sid, and he is throwing paper planes about the arcade center here. And we will need to duck because, you know, if his leg touches a can that has legs, it hurts us. I don't understand, but yeah. So this is we have to be very stealthy. We've got a lot of health, so it's often faster to just like walk through things instead of ducking. And because we're collecting most of these stars, we'll just get full health in the next stage anyway. So. Okay. All right. So this stage here is one of the most intricate platforming stages. There's a very specific way you must spend your health, and any deviations are very, very difficult to deal with. So this is excellent, being at 5 health here. You can get away with 4, but 5 is obviously ideal. And again, we are trying to collect 49 stars because that will give us all our health back immediately on the next stage. Is where we do the majority of the damage boosts. You know, we don't want to mess around doing what the developers want us to do. Let's just go, alright? Okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So that was, we were inside the claw machine right there. I don't think we can doubt that at all. But now we are really inside the claw machine. I mean, look at this. I talked about variety a lot, but I mean, come on. What other game has all the things that this pinnacle of a speed game provides? You don't even have to say hello because the game says it for you. So not a lot matters up until the 3rd alien, which we're going to get now. And after that, your movement is very, very important. It's basically because of this block, you have to wait on the cycle regardless of how fast you get here. I'm going to interrupt the block cycle here. Saves like frames. Okay, very good. So the next level is so short, I actually have to start explaining it now. In the next stage, we are fighting the Claw. And In order to defeat the claw, what you're supposed to do is like whip these aliens here up at the claw so it drops buzz, but we don't need to do any of that because we are playing on the US version, where you can just hopefully just skip the entire level in about 3 seconds. And there we go. So now we're on Sid's workbench. It's got excellent music here. Excellent music. Got a lot of clanking. So here we are, we're trying to ration out our health. It's a running theme in a lot of the stages in Toy Story. Where do I use my health to damage boost? The Sid stages are in particular pretty difficult because they have a lot of sources of RNG damage. But the route I'm using is pretty safe. Oh, I need that health. Okay. So we're gonna have to... Normally you would deboost here as well, but we have to play a little safer. Very nice. So yes, this speed game is hot. So you have to just... You basically can't stop moving when you're burning. So there's a lot of wiggling involved in order to dodge these yo-yos. And you slam your head in the cornflakes. So this stage is the only place where we intentionally are supposed to die. I've died in a few other stages and to refresh my health, but normally if the run is going well, this would be the first stage you actually die to refresh your health. So this stage is like very difficult as well. There's a lot of places where you can take damage from these RNG fireworks things. It's gone very well. We've been very lucky. Oh, alright. That's not what you want to happen. So now we must use our karate chop action, alright?
Watch out! Take that! Watch out! Take that! Take that! Take that!
This is very difficult. You can only really hit these guys when they're moving forward. So if you try and do it too quickly, you'll just take damage.
Watch out! Take that!
And health is a premium resource towards the end of the game.
Take that! Take that! Take that!
So the final 3 stages of Toy Story for the SNES are basically a series of auto-scrollers. However, Toy Story for the SNES knows that speedrunners are not particularly fans of auto-scrollers. So it makes them impossibly difficult that you must pay attention at all times. This stage is probably the most difficult stage in the entire speedrun because it puts you on this far right of the screen where the dogs shows up. And you have to memorize this entire level, and it is quite long. I'll try and do it without dying, but we're probably going to die. It should be much easier with 5 health. Should be no problems from here on out. Oof, all right, we're out of here. Let's go. So here's the second driving the car stage. It's not a very difficult level. You mostly just, there's a route you follow and then you go straight. So we're on the final level, Rocket Man, falling with style. Another auto scroller.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
To infinity and beyond. Watch out.
So
Here it comes.
when the developers made the SNES version of Toy Story,
Here it comes.
they didn't really think to balance the auto scrollers because of the differences of resolutions between the Genesis and the
Here
SNES.
it comes.
Things are spawning in front of you a lot quicker, and you have very little time to react.
Watch
And if
out.
you get pushed off the edge of the screen, you just instantly die. So I have choked many a run to the end here, but thankfully I have enough health where it's not a really big deal.
Ow. Here it comes. Ow. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Here it comes. Grind Woody's face into the asphalt.
Watch out.
Alright, get ready on the timer. So we're about to go get back to Andy. And time. Alright. That was Toy Story for the SNES. Thank you all for watching.
I feel violated.
Got Andy face, no space.
I'm also depressed that I have to follow up that. I can't compete with that.
Up next we have Vex by Astrid.
How am I supposed to compete with that? No one's gonna watch my run.
Everyone's gonna watch.
They're
your
gonna
run.
watch you.
Yeah, exactly right. They're not gonna watch you run. They're gonna look at
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not the best at life.
Calm down, you.
Where's my chat? I need to be able to see them.